Hello, hi everyone. This is Shrija. Welcome to SkinOreal, where I talk all things skincare. So if you like skincare related content, then make sure that you're subscribed. Likewise, you can also follow me on Instagram, where I post more regularly. So today I'm going to talk about exfoliation because a lot of you guys wanted me to do a beginner's video on chemical exfoliation. And I really do listen to what my subscribers and followers want, because without your love and support, I would not grow. And this is the least that I can do for you guys. So moving on, exfoliation is a removal of dead skin cells from the top layer of your skin, which in turn gives you a clearer, healthier and a more even toned complexion. Now in the world of skincare, there are two types of exfoliators, chemical and physical. I'm not going to talk about them in detail today because I already have two separate videos on these topics. So please check them out if you haven't already. The link is in the description below. Now today's video is more about chemical exfoliation and how to incorporate different types of chemical exfoliating acids into your routine. So if you're just starting your journey with chemical exfoliators and you're confused as to what type of exfoliator to add for your skin concerns, how much of exfoliation you need and what kind of products to add into your routine, well then you are at the right place. So starting with two different ways of incorporating a chemical exfoliator into your routine. Number one, in a wash-off form. This method is probably one of the most well tolerated and suited in the world of skincare for people who have extremely sensitive skin and cannot tolerate a leave-on exfoliating acid. It is personally one of my favorite methods of exfoliation. If you are someone who has a very reactive and sensitive skin, then I highly recommend that you look for face washes that has chemical exfoliators in them. These face washes usually are formulated with exfoliating acids along with certain soothing ingredients, and the reduced contact time on your face will definitely decrease irritation along with giving you the effects of an exfoliating acid. Some of my recommendations for wash-off chemical exfoliant products are: number one, Cipla DS Salicylic Acid Foaming Face Wash. This one has 2% salicylic acid and I highly recommend it if you have active acne on your face or if you have extremely oily and acne prone skin. The best way to use this product is that once you use this face wash, you need to keep it on your skin for about 30 to 40 seconds to even up to a minute, so that salicylic acid is able to work on your skin, and then you can rinse it off. Please don't rinse off the product immediately because you will really not get any benefits of an exfoliation. The second product that I want to talk about today is Dr. Said's ABC Cleansing Gel. This one has a combination of salicylic acid, lactic acid and glycolic acid, but the concentration of acid is extremely low. If you're someone who has congested and a skin that is textured, this cleanser will work really well for you. This doesn't foam up as much. It's a very gentle cleanser and I highly recommend it if you have congested skin and you are looking for that even tone and brighter complexion. This is really a good face wash that can be used every day. Now let's talk about the second way to incorporate chemical exfoliators into your routine, and that is through leave-on products. There are many products available in the market in form of serums, toners and even exfoliating pads. And if you're someone who is plagued with acne or has acne prone skin or has texture and pigmentation issues, then you would really benefit from adding a leave-on chemical exfoliant, because these products work better because they are on your skin for a longer duration. If you have a high threshold level, then you can definitely incorporate exfoliating acids in a leave-on form. One of my favorite products in leave-on form is Paula's Choice 2% BHA. I know this product is not easily available in India, but guys, I had to talk about it because this is by far the best salicylic acid leave-on product that I have used. It is so gentle on your skin and I love the way it works on my clog pores. The best part about it is that unlike other salicylic acid based products, this is non-drying, and this is my number one recommendation when it comes to a salicylic acid leave-on product. The second product that I want to talk about is Dr. Said's Neem and BHA exfoliant. This is again a multi-purpose product, as it can be used as a mask for 10 minutes as a spot treatment, or even on your entire face as your nighttime treatment. This one contains neem, tea tree, niacinamide and salicylic acid, and is great if you are looking to improve the appearance of your acne marks. The third product in my list is Rovectin's LHA ampule. This one has LHA, which is lipohydroxy acid. This is a gentler version of salicylic acid and is great for people who cannot tolerate salicylic acid. This is again a gentle serum which can be used on a nightly basis into your skincare routine, but be aware that this one has alcohol towards the end of the ingredient list. However, the company claims that the alcohol is derived from plant, and I did try to read about it, but I could not find anything substantial. However, I have used this product personally and it has never created any problem for me. The fourth product that I want to talk about is an exfoliator that is in a pad form. It is Bella Monster Stress Out Chemical Exfoliator Pads. This one again has Centella asiatica, glycolic and lactic acid along with carrot seed oil, which is great for strengthening your skin barrier. The pad has a smooth surface and a little bit of bumpy surface, so when you're using that pad on a nightly basis, you also get a minimal, like slight physical exfoliation as well, along with the benefits of chemical exfoliation. If you're someone who is not a great fan of using serums and toners into your skincare routine, you can definitely use these pads, as these are very easy to use and are very affordable. However, do keep in mind that these pads are not fragrance free, so if you're someone who is allergic to fragrance, then unfortunately you cannot use this product. So now that I'm done with my recommendations, let's talk about which method works better and why. Now the answer to this question will really depend upon your skin needs and the threshold level of your skin. As I have mentioned before, if you have extremely sensitive skin and you cannot really try any leave-on chemical exfoliators, then go for the wash-off ones, because they will give you the same benefits without the irritation. However, do keep in mind that with the wash-off forms, the concentration of the acid is much less, and results can take up to 3 to 4 weeks to show, as compared to the leave-on product where the results will be much quicker. So keep in mind that if you have sensitive and highly reactive skin, go for a chemical exfoliator in a wash-off form. Also, if you have mature skin and you are on a prescription retinoid or other ingredients that are already giving you that minimum exfoliation, but you still want to add another exfoliator into your routine, then consider adding another exfoliator in a wash-off form as compared to leave-on form, because usually with retinoids and other vitamin A derivatives, it can really get irritating if you add another leave-on exfoliating acid. Now, if you are someone who has acne-prone skin, severely congested skin, and you are looking to improve the texture of your skin along with improving the appearance of your acne marks, then I highly recommend that you go for leave-on chemical exfoliator. But keep in mind that in this also there are different types of variants available. So if you have a skin which can tolerate a strong percentage of acids, yes, and then definitely go for glycolic acid. But if you're someone who has sensitive skin, then please start with lactic or mandelic acid. And if you have oily skin and you're plagued with blackheads, then go for a BHA. For my skin personally, BHA works the best, and that's what I stick to. I will, yes, use AHA here and there, but if I have to use a chemical exfoliator regularly into my routine, my first choice would be BHA, because I get almost the same effects without the irritation. Glycolic acid really irritates my skin, and with BHA I don't see that happening. So my personal choice would be BHA. Now let's talk about how your routine would look like if you're using a chemical exfoliator. So my number one tip would be to start slowly and then increase the frequency according to your skin needs. If you're using a wash-off chemical exfoliator, then you can use it every day without any problem. The same stands for lactic acid, mandelic acid, or gentler AHAs. They can be used almost every other day without any issue. But if you're using a BHA, a high percentage BHA serum or a glycolic acid, be very mindful. Don't use it every day. I would personally limit it to once or twice a week. 3 times maximum if you have extremely oily and acne prone skin, but beyond that I would not really risk it. So in summary, if you are using a wash off product, you can use it every day without any issue. But if you're using a leave on chemical exfoliator, then depending upon the molecular size, you have to build up the frequency. The higher the molecular size and the gentler the acid, the more frequently it can be used. The lower the molecular size, the more irritating is the acid, and you have to really reduce the frequency. So, but yes, as a general rule for AHAs and BHAs, stick to using it twice or maximum thrice a week. Most of the people believe in this myth wherein they think that they cannot use a chemical exfoliator during the day, but it's really not true. Yes, of course, chemical exfoliator is removing the dead skin cells from your skin, so it will in turn make your skin more sensitive. If you're properly using a sunscreen and protecting yourself from the sun, then there's no harm, as compared to retinoid, which actually becomes ineffective during the sunlight. This thing doesn't happen with chemical exfoliators. Yes, if you don't protect yourself from the sun properly, then you can definitely get sunburns, and that is the reason it is best to use them at night. I personally use my chemical exfoliators at night, or if I'm staying indoors, then maybe I'll use it in the morning. So that's how I use it. But regardless, if you're using a chemical exfoliator, or in general, you have to be very mindful of the sun protection. So now I'm going to just give you a gist of how your routine would look like if you're using a chemical exfoliator. Your morning routine would be very simple. If you have extremely oily skin, use a cleanser. Otherwise, just cleanse with water, moisturize your face, use an SPF, and you're done. At night, you will clean your face with a cleanser, or if you're into double cleansing, you will do that. Then you will apply moisturizer on your damp skin. Yes, this is where I beg to differ from the general population. I see a lot of people applying exfoliator on their damp skin or as a first step in their skincare routine. I don't recommend doing that, because this can really increase the chance of irritation. And also guys, you need to understand that the main purpose of the moisturizer is to seal in transepidermal water loss. So if you apply your moisturizer after your exfoliator on your dry skin, really you're reducing the efficiency of your moisturizer. So what I recommend doing is that clean your face at night, apply your moisturizer on damp face, wait for 30 to 40 seconds if you're using a gentle acid like lactic acid or mandelic acid. Otherwise, wait for good 5 to 10 minutes if you're using a high percentage BHA or glycolic acid. This minimizes irritation. Yes, definitely a moisturizer can act as a buffer. So you will see that the results will take a little longer to show, but in my opinion, this method works the best, as it keeps my skin barrier intact and also gives me the results that I'm looking for from an exfoliating acid. So yeah, just keep your routine very simple. Also, don't try to mix and match different types of exfoliators. Like, don't start using a scrub in the morning and then use a chemical exfoliator at night. No, you will over exfoliate your skin. Don't use these mechanical cleansing brushes when you're already using a chemical exfoliator. Don't mix your chemical exfoliators with retinoids, because it is literally high risk behavior and can really damage your skin barrier. Let's talk about importance of sun protection and over exfoliation. So sun protection is must in general, but especially I'm warning you guys that it is absolutely necessary if you're using a chemical exfoliator into your skincare routine, because the top layer of dead skin cells provides a minimal protection from the sun, but when you're removing that and you're not protecting yourself from the sun, you are really just wasting your money on these exfoliators, because you're making your skin more prone to issues like hyperpigmentation, melasma, and a damaged skin barrier. So don't do that. A sunscreen is the most important skincare product in your skincare routine, and always wear your sunscreen religiously, especially when you're using these skincare actives, because they make your skin extremely sensitive to the sun. Now the last issue that I want to address is the issue of over exfoliation. I know exfoliation can really give you a healthy glowing skin, and when you first start using a chemical exfoliator, you are really impressed with the results, and this is where I see most of the people going overboard with it. You believe if I use more acids or if I increase the frequency, I'll get better results. No, the moment you get that thought, literally stop right there. because it's really not going to help. It will severely damage and irritate your skin. Over exfoliation will lead to a compromised skin barrier and dehydration. So it is extremely important that you don't over exfoliate your skin. In my opinion, an under exfoliated skin is much better than an over exfoliated skin. If you don't believe me, you can look at my pictures where I over exfoliated my skin, and it took me years to get back my skin to the normal healthy state. So I am warning you against that. Yes, exfoliation is important, but don't go crazy with it. So that is all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed watching my video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye.